So what is race? Well, in ancient times, race was language and religion. That's what it was. I mean, even if you go back to looking at the early documents of the church, or even early, Roman documents, the Christian race, the Jewish race, they actually say things like that. And it doesn't mean race in the concept that we have it. But we don't even have a correct concept of race defined by genetics. Every job application you have in the United States, white, non-Hispanic, black, non-Hispanic. And that doesn't just mean what you think it means, because, all right, Central America is mostly mestizo, which is, Nicaragua, 99% mestizo, which means a portion of the ancestors are Spanish, a portion of the ancestors are Amerindian or Native American, whatever you want to call it. And 0.5% are Indians and 0.5% are Creole Spanish. Mexico actually has Native American tribes that are there, although they are Latinized, meaning they are Catholic and speak Spanish. Yet in the South, there are non-Spanish speaking people who refuse to be called Latino, Hispanic, or Mexican, and why should they? They're not. They're not part of any of those things. They select themselves off as Mayan or the original Mexica, then people of the Aztecs, and they speak the language of the Aztecs, the Nahuatl, or I can't ever pronounce that word. But yeah. It's almost, we still have like kind of language and religion. Again, religion is like culture, so it's kind of primarily down through cultural lines. And this goes back to the South. If you look black or you have a degree of black African blood in you, all right, you're black, you're not white. That's how it shifts. Race and genetics really don't match up at all. Not even in modern day where we try to have it where race and genetics match up. It really doesn't. But in olden times, I've heard many people make the argument for race is only 200 to 150 years old. I would say it's older than that, our modern idea of race, but it's still modern, because race boils down to language, religion, and culture. And basically, if you were part of a religion, there was the idea of a cosmopolitan society is fairly new. So, yeah, that's the whole thing with race and genetics. It really doesn't matter much. Even Native American tribes, there were people they abducted, like children to use as slaves, and then they had kids with Native Americans, and those people were considered 100% part of whatever, Pawnee or Chiricahua or Comanche, even though they might have been Mexicans or Anglo-Americans or whatever, or half Anglo-Americans, or they were brought up in their tribe, their people group. But then again, that's tribe, and we get the term tribe from the ancient Italians, but it kept on going, and we kind of think of tribe as Native Americans or Africans, and Hutu and Tutsi, or not even Hutu and Tutsi, Acholi and Hutu, or Hutu and Mau Mau. What's the racial difference there? Well, DNA shows no real difference. Maybe there's a difference with the Tutsis, but they definitely see themselves as different races. Why? Ancestry, culture, even language to some degree, and where they live. Peace to you.